I didn't try the pattern before. I didn't try the pattern. Thank you again, guys. Thank you again. So this is it. This is it for. Hi guys, how are you? I hope you are all doing well. So today I'm gonna try something I have never done before. So at this point this is all just theory. I guess we should try today and see if it's going to work. But just before I will start the sewing part, I want to show you quickly and give you kind of an explanation of how was the process of creating this pattern, because I think it's quite easy, and if I will be successful and you are going to like it, maybe you would like to also recreate it at home. So I'm going to use my notes to explain you quickly how it was done. I will bring you closer. So first of all, this is the kind of idea that I will try to recreate today. So at the beginning I just needed my measurement for this part, then of course the curve, and I needed to know how long I want my dress to be. The same thing for the back, and I just draw simple rectangles as you can see here. Then I went ahead and I did even cuts in both, in the front and back. I spread them evenly. This is actually just the half of the front and this is half of the back piece. And here on this side you can see how it looks like fully. So again, this is the back side, this is the front side. Then I decided what shapes I want my dress to have, and as you can see, this part is going to be green and this down is going to be blue. The same thing on the back piece. Also I need facing for really nice and clean finish. I cut it on the line of the shape, added seam allowance all around and cut each piece separately. Also I decided to cut my pieces on bias as I'm working with linen, which is a little bit more heavy. I just want to achieve the biggest drape possible. So I'm going to start with the front because I think this is the weirdest shape. I try to put as many markings as possible, so I will make my life easier, hopefully. As you can see, I will show you. This is the bottom part, the blue part of the front, really weird shape, and the green part is even more weird. This is the top part. And now we have to somehow put them together. This is going to be really fun. I'm going to speed up this because it's just going to be a long pinning process. Okay, it wasn't even as difficult as I thought it would be, and just because I placed so many notches there on both pattern pieces, so I had a lot of points that were guiding me. So if you do it at home, do the same thing, as many as you can. It will help you a lot. So now let's sew it with a seam allowance of 1 centimeter. It's looking really nice. I was thinking what will be the best solution for the seam allowance, because the fact that it is so curvy, definitely I will need to do a few snips in the fabric, but I was thinking what would be the best to overlock this seam together and turn it to one or the other side, or what I'm thinking is more to overlock each side separately and then iron it open like so. I think that this will give us the best result for the seam. I'm going to do a few snips, especially on very curvy places like this one. Good news, guys, so far it's going well. So I overlocked it from inside, I ironed it open, and this is how it looks like so far, the front piece. I'm quite satisfied with it. Hopefully we will continue with this tempo because it wasn't even difficult or it didn't take too much time. I guess let's move to the back part now. I will put this aside. Good news, guys, today I'm also putting in pockets, but this later. Now let's do the back. I have to say, guys, I'm having so much fun. It's really enjoyable project so far. Highly suggesting to everyone. And I'm thinking that if it goes so well, I would probably like to try some shirt, maybe red and pink or green and pink. I think this could be quite cute. Did you already try to make something color blocked, or would you like to try? Let me know in the comments. I'm really curious to know. Or in case you already did, maybe tag me on Instagram. I would be really happy to see your creation. The back piece is done as well, and actually it was not necessary at all to make snips in the fabric, in the curves. Somehow it went really easily to iron it open without any weird puckering or anything like that. I guess because the dress is cutted on bias, maybe that's why. I don't know. Anyway, cuts are not necessary. It looks really nice and clean. I also went ahead and I understitched the seam allowance on the green part on the front. Originally I wasn't going to do it, but I think it will be better. It will keep it nice and clean. So I'm going to do the same thing on the back piece, and then we can finally move on to the pockets. So now I'm just going to sew the pockets on over here on each side on the front piece, and the same on the back, of course. So now I just need to understitch the seam allowance on the pockets. Now this is very exciting part because it's all starting to come together. Now I'm going to sew front and back on the side seams. So as usual, right sides facing. After this step I'm going to do straps. As I am making a color block dress, I thought it would be nice if the back ties are blue and front are green, and when you tie them together you can see both colors. I thought that this would be maybe nice, interesting little detail. And now let's just pin it all together, sew it and overlock it. Perfection. Editing Lucia here. Of course, I didn't realize that my microphone is off, so I was basically explaining that I was making this dress literally this Friday because I was busy with my friend making her wedding dress, and that she gave me this cute candle holder. Anyway, long story short, I just wanted to say that it was long and busy week, but at the end I managed to do this video, so you are watching it right now. Okay, let's finish this. The straps, it didn't work because it was so hard to turn them, so at the end I just had to do the ones that you fold and blah blah blah. So the straps are here, the facing is here. As you can see, it's not big. Hopefully it will be okay. I also didn't apply any fusible interfacing because I think it's not necessary. I hope so. And I overlock the bottom edge. So as usual, I'm going to place straps in between facing and the dress and sew it all around as usual. It's over, it's finished, it turned out so well. I really love how the pockets are. So clean, actually, perfect. Now, since it is cut on bias and since it's 8 o'clock in the evening, I'm going to just let it hang until tomorrow and I will hem it after. And anyway, it's boring, so I'm not going to show you that. Now, I am going to clean the mess in this room, edit this video so you can watch it on Sunday, but you stay where you are, keep watching until the end because you're gonna see how the dress turned out just in a second. I really hope that you liked today's video. I hope that you had fun watching it because I had fun making it. I highly suggest that you try something like that. It doesn't necessarily have to be a dress, you can choose something else, but I think that color blocking is really fun way to do your garment. Now, without further ado, let's see how it turned out.
Well, miss, I guess I'll be on my way